So I wanted to watch. So check this out. This is terrible, by the way. I don't know if you guys have this extension, but I have an extension that shows me how many downvotes videos get. Uh, this video uh, was, it's a documentary on a trans woman that I used to be best friends with. She played Division One volleyball about 10 years ago before the trans panic. And I don't know, I thought, because we had a good discussion on trans athletes last time I streamed, I thought, why not? I'll show her documentary and, maybe if I'm lucky, I can get her on at some point. But my fiance is a trans woman and played on women's soccer team not too long ago. Yeah, I don't understand why it's such a big deal. Like, I played sports too. Like, yeah, they blame trans people. Everyone accepted her because she's a woman. Like, it's not that difficult. Yeah, like, I remember in college, I was playing in the gym once, and I was just shooting hoops as normal, and the girls' soccer team, they were practicing for their intramural basketball team, like the university soccer team, and they needed one extra girl to play to make out their roster. And they were just like, holy shit, this girl is really good. We should go ask her. And next thing you know, I'm on their team, and like we're doing practices every day. And there really wasn't much physically different between me and them. The only thing that was different was that they were like hella conditioned by comparison. Like they were not winded at all playing, whereas like I had to take a breather every now and then. But that was like the only real difference. So, but anyway, I want to watch this video here. It's 13 minutes, but it's a really good video. And like I said, she was my best friend in college. She was there for me when I had my bottom surgery. She like stayed in the hospital with me. She was an amazing person. So. Hey, I'm chatting about you, yes. I wanted to show your video. Oh my gosh, she's actually here. Chloe, I was so excited at the idea of showing your video because I thought this video was really good when I first saw it. But I'm like really excited. Oh no, my video. Are you okay with me showing it? See, Trump and his administration are banning visas for trans people who are coming from different countries to participate for the LA Olympics. Yeah, that's fucking bullshit. Like, for real. Go for it. It hits different after 8 years. Yeah, I must say, when I watched it like a month ago, it was, I know that you had like your experience with it, but I remember like you calling me every day after practice and such, and it brought back some feels, I'm not gonna lie. So, but
the best way I can describe it, when I was a kid and it's your birthday and you have your cake with all the candles in front of you, and people always tell you to make a wish and blow out the candles. Well, I cannot explain why it was my wish, but I had always wanted to be a girl. It was just something that I had always wanted. I would say volleyball came very naturally to me. It
I
really
hate watching it,
helped me
but
get through
you
high
know I'm
school.
biased.
A lot of high school, I was
Hey,
not
I
having
think
a
it's
very good
inspiring.
time. How have you been?
Good.
I miss you, girl.
I miss you too, my little baby. Hi, you want to have some lunch?
Sure, yeah, sounds
Okay.
good.
So that's Chloe's graduation picture.
I haven't seen that very often.
No. Chloe, through middle school and stuff, super athletic and everything, which was great. But Chloe barely made it through high school. I mean, seriously, by the skin of her teeth.
When I hit middle school, I started to get really sad because I realized that I was hitting puberty and I absolutely hated the way my body was changing. I wanted, to be more feminine. I wanted to be a girl. Looking back, I had absolutely no care about anything. I didn't want to be at school. I had no desire to do homework. I ended up getting kicked off the volleyball team my junior year because my grades had dropped so low.
I remember the
I
doggy.
realized that what I was feeling was being transgender. I really just didn't want to exist.
You want a Coke or something?
Sure, yeah, I'll take one.
Okay, here.
Is that, was that grapefruit juice?
Grapefruit juice.
Mind if I have some of that with the Coke?
No, whatever you want.
When I came out to my mom, it was pretty funny. I came out immediately after getting off the plane from when I was living in Texas.
I was picking Chloe up at the airport, and that's when Chloe told me, I've got to follow my true essence of who I am as a person. Of course you're like, As a parent, you're like wondering, oh my gosh,
Initially, she was really upset and I think confused, and she didn't have a very positive initial reaction. And it took her a while to really come around to accept me.
I'm gonna miss you being gone. I mean, it's been tough and you need some support and
I'm definitely glad that you've been there. A lot of issues I've had over the years.
once Chloe talked to me and I was able to embrace it, and I stopped trying to convince her to not do that, and I just stopped making it about me, because it's not about me. It's about Chloe and living her best life, and then I saw the wonderful things that she was doing. How could you not support somebody to be their best person in life?
She was the first major supportive family member I had.
So you getting excited to play volleyball? And
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. It'll be an experience. It was pretty nice to have my mom being supportive. She came out to a few of my volleyball games and it was great. She's a very loud whistler, so it's very easy to spot when she's at a game.
love you.
I love you
Drive
too.
careful. Bye.
Transitioning has definitely had a lot of ups and downs. I've had some of the lowest lows since starting and some of the highest highs since starting. It's been a lot of mixed feelings. There's a lot of people that made me not feel like I was welcomed, and there was a lot of average everyday things that made me feel like I was distant or like in a completely different world than everyone else. I originally wanted to play for a college team. When I realized I was doing fairly all right in a community college team,
That's
I
pretty
figured that
good.
I'd try and push for an NCAA team because it's taking it to the next level and it's trying to prove not only like to myself, but to everyone that told me I couldn't do it, that I could. I had looked up schools in different divisions, and of the Division II schools that I spoke out to, only a few responded. When I disclosed that I was trans, very quickly I got rejections. I don't know if it's connected or not. The myth that trans athletes, specifically transgender women, have an advantage in sports, I feel like it's kind of a fear. It's an unfounded scientific fear. Growing up your whole life, going through puberty, kind of understanding how your body works, you get used to it. Well, transitioning is like going through puberty backwards, the other direction twice as far. There's a noticeable difference in my athleticism. For the first few months on hormones, like I had a lot of muscle pains, my shoulders would hurt a lot, and I realized it's all my male muscle going away. It was pretty challenging at first, just having all my muscle basically melt off my body. I definitely can't jump as high as I used to.
Same. That was my experience as
I'm
well.
driving to meet some friends up for dinner, since it's the last time I'll be able to see them for a while. How are you guys? Hey, y'all. Hi, how are you? I'm gonna miss you all a lot. I'm gonna get you, Nick. It's really not an easy process. Having a good friend group and having people to be there helps make transition easier. Because without that sort of scaffolding, I feel like it would be a lot harder for me to pursue what I've wanted to do. I'll see you all soon.
Yeah, I used to be able to
Very
dunk.
soon.
I can't even touch the rim anymore.
It's funny. The last thing I grabbed before leaving was actually my Dungeons and Dragons dice set. I was thinking, I'm like, am I ever gonna play D&D up at college? Alrighty. It's 5:52, so almost 6 a.m. Woke up a little early and just sat in bed and stared at the ceiling. Like, go back to sleep for the last 10 minutes. And I couldn't seem to do it. Should take us anywhere from 6 to maybe 7.5 hours.
Gosh, California is so big. This is a really good documentary,
We're currently
filmed
in
wise.
Santa Cruz. The drive was tiring, but overall it wasn't too bad. This campus is literally on a redwood like national forest. So I think we're going the right way. I have no idea. We shall see. All right, cool. I think my biggest concerns with having a new team is just making a new relationship with the coach, making a new relationship with my teammates, and some of them can speculate if I'm trans or not. I have no idea. Well, the first person I spoke to about going to Santa
Duct
Cruz
tape holding your
was
car
Coach
together.
Morgan.
Chloe emailed me and she said, I'm a junior college transfer and I'm really looking at UC Santa Cruz. And I think in the same email was when she told me that she was also a transgender athlete.
Because I had gotten the rejection from Division II schools really early in the fall semester, I wanted to make it very clear for the schools I was interested in D3 that I was just going to disclose it immediately.
UC Santa Cruz does have a very open environment and we really try to make that known.
I sent her some footage of me playing and she was really interested in me.
What I noticed with Chloe was that she's a strong volleyball player. She has a lot of power and she's also tall.
We're going to follow the trail around a little bit to the McHenry Library where the team meeting is. Last night, at the very end of the team meeting, Coach Morgan was like, I think we should come out to the team tonight. And I was like, I'm not prepared for this, but sure,
my
that's
gosh.
fine, I'm cool with it. And the team read an article that I had written. And at the very end, after everyone had read it, Coach Morgan told the team that I had written the article and that I am a trans athlete. I was kind of, shaking my legs a little, fiddling with my hands, because I wasn't sure how the reaction would be. And there was just silence.
Gosh, I couldn't imagine, Chloe.
And I'm just sitting there like, oh no, I hope this isn't a negative reaction. But it wasn't. It wasn't. It was just me overthinking things.
We all read Chloe's article. I think most of us had already read the article because we'd met her at tryouts, and so like just you like look up who your teammates are on Facebook.
Coming here, like it's really more of an open like community and like open-mindedness. It's like a big aspect of the like college here.
I don't think like anyone on our team has anything like, oh my gosh, she's transgender. I don't think that was ever a talk between any of us. It was more of just looking at her as another person that's coming and trying to take like your playing time.
The only question I got afterwards, and this is the funniest question it could have been asked, was, are you an English major? Because this is really well written. And it was like, oh, thank you.
You're a
UCSC
history
is definitely
major,
a very
right?
liberal campus. I think they were like, you either get with the program or get out. Like, you either accept it or you're not welcome here because we include everyone.
Today, we're practicing as a team, but there's also going to be a few little preliminary exercises and whatnot. I'm just so fortunate that my entire team has been so supportive, and there wasn't any awkwardness. Everyone was just okay, and that's honestly the greatest feeling ever. I'm just excited to finally go out and play with the volleyball.
Yeah, I think I remember you telling me about that.
Hearing them talk about going to nationals, and I can't believe that it's actually come to this point and that I made it this far.
Cruise on 3, 1, 2, 3, cruise!
Knowing that everything is at the point that it's at is absolutely amazing. All my life dreams are literally coming true. I never expected any of them to. Bye. See you tomorrow. It's hard to describe to people how happy it makes me to be here.
Gosh. Well, thank you, Chloe, for allowing me to show that video. I think it was very heartwarming, even though, you know, I know that it didn't end as well as we had hoped. But still, I appreciate it. You know, if you ever feel comfortable coming on to ever discuss your experiences with being a trans athlete, I would love to have you come on.